Hello everyone. Today our topic is types of fractions. Types of fractions. Okay. There are different types of fractions. First one, unit fractions. First one, unit fractions. First one, unit fractions. Before going to discuss about the different types of fractions, first let us know about what is the fraction. What is the fraction? For suppose 4 apples are there, you came to that apples and you picked up 1 apple. Then what is the quantity you taken? What is the quantity? 1 apple. For suppose you picked up 2 apples. What is the quantity? 2. How many? 2. In the same way, one cake is there, birthday cake. Somebody reached to cake and took this part. What is the number? How many he picked up? Total cake 1 part. He took some part of the 1 cake. So in this case we use fractions. Okay. What is the fraction? A tiny part or some part of whole thing. Yes, one whole thing but taken some tiny part, some part. What is the part? 1 by 2. So that is the fraction. Now unit fractions. In the fraction, upside body and downside body. This is called numerator. This is called numerator. Downside body is called denominator. Downside body is called denominator. So what is the definition for unit fraction? If a fraction with numerator 1, if a fraction with numerator 1 is called unit fraction. Unit fraction. What is the example for unit fraction? 1 by 2. Numerator is 1. Next example, 1 by 3. 1 by 3. Numerator is important here. If numerator is 1 in any fraction, that fraction is called unit fraction. Next example, 1 by 4. 1 by 4 also unit fraction. 1 numerator. Next, 1 by 5. 1 by 5. Next example, 1 by 6. Next, 1 by 7. 1 by 8. 1 by 9. 1 by 10. 1 by 100. 1 by 1 lakh. Okay. Only numerator 1 is the matter in this unit fractions case. Okay. Another type of fractions, proper fractions. Proper fractions. First definition for the proper fractions. Numerator is smaller than denominator. In a fraction, if the numerator is smaller than its denominator is called proper fraction. Numerator is small, 2 by 3. Numerator is small, denominator is big. Next, 3 by 4. Numerator small, denominator big. Denominator big. 4 by 5. Numerator is smaller than its denominator. 5 by 6. Numerator small, denominator big. 15 by 20. Numerator small, denominator big. So next, improper fractions. Next, improper fractions. Improper fractions. If you understand about the proper fractions, automatically you can understand easily about improper fractions. Why? Here numerator small, denominator big. Exact opposite improper fraction. Numerator big, denominator small. Numerator bigger than its denominator, 3 by 2. Next example, 4 by 3. Next, 5 by 4. Next, 6 by 5. Next, 7 by 6. Next, 40 by 23. Okay, numerator is bigger than denominator is called improper fraction. Numerator is smaller than its denominator, proper fraction. Numerator is bigger than its denominator, it is called improper fractions. Improper fractions. Next type of fractions, mixed fractions. Mixed fractions. Mixed fractions. A fraction along with its whole number. A fraction along with the whole number. This is called mixed fraction. 9 1 by 10. 9 1 by 10. 7 1 by 6. This is a fraction, this is the whole number. A fraction along with the whole number is called mixed fraction. Okay. Next, like fraction. Like fractions. Next, like fractions. Here, to say or to declare it is a unit fraction or not, one fraction is enough. For suppose if we taken this fraction, observing numerator is 1, so it is unit fraction. One fraction is enough. For suppose here one fraction taken, observe numerator is smaller than its denominator, so it is proper fraction. Here also one fraction is taking, the numerator is bigger than its denominator, so it is improper fraction. To say unit fraction or proper fraction or improper fraction, one fraction is enough. But to say like fraction category, to find out like fraction category, more than one fraction should be given in the question. Okay? 3 by 2, comma 5 by 2. Two fractions. Numerator 3, denominator 2, numerator 5, denominator 2. So, how denominator is here? Same denominators. Yes, here also 2, here also 2. Now, these two fractions are called like fractions. If the fractions are with the same denominator, that fractions are called like fractions. Yes, in this fraction its denominator is 2, in this fraction its denominator is 2. One more example, 5 by 4 comma 7 by 4. What is the denominator here? 4 here 4. So, same denominators, the fractions with the same denominators are called like fractions. One more, 5 by 6 comma 8 by 6, same denominators, same denominators. So, these are also called like fractions. Okay. So, next unlike fractions. Next, unlike fractions. If you understand like fractions, you can understand unlike fractions. Like fractions with the same denominators, unlike fractions with different denominators. For suppose 3 by 2 comma 5 by 3. What is the denominator here? 2. What is the denominator here? 3. So, two fractions with different denominator. So, these two are unlike fractions. One more, 5 by 4 comma 7 by 3. What is the denominator here? 4. What is the denominator here? 3. So, these two are unlike fractions. One more example, 7 by 6 comma 9 by 5. Okay. What is the denominator here? 6. What is the denominator here? 5. So, these two are unlike fractions. Unlike fractions. Okay. Unit fractions, numerator 1 having fractions are called unit fractions. Proper fractions, numerator smaller than its big denominator. Numerator small, denominator big. Improper fractions, numerator is bigger than its denominator. Numerator big, denominator small. Mixed fractions, a fraction with a whole number. A fraction with a whole number. Like fractions, the fractions with the same denominator. The fractions with the same denominators. Unlike fractions, the fractions with the different denominators. The fractions with the different denominators. Next, another types of fractions is equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. Okay. 2 by 4, 4 by 8. 4 by 8. To know about this, first of all we need to know simplification. Simplification of the fractions. For suppose 20 by 30. simplification I am doing, 0 0 cancel, so 2 by 3 is the final. 5 by 15 is there, 5 ones are 5 threes are. This is called simplification. Okay. Here, if two fractions after reducing, if they are giving same value, they are called equivalent fractions. See, 2 ones are 2 twos are. What is here? 1 by 2. 1 by 2. 4 ones are 4 twos are. So, this is also 1 by 2. So, these are equivalent fractions. One more example, 2 by 6, 4 by 12. 2 by 6, 4 by 12. 2 ones are 2 threes are. So, it is giving 1 by 3. 4 ones are 4 threes are. So, 1 by 3. So, these are equivalent fractions. So, next 5 by 20. 5 by 20. Next 6 by 30. 6 by 30. 5 ones are 5 fours are. 6 by 20. 4. 6 by 24. 5 ones are 5 fours are. 1 by 4. 6 ones are 6 fours are. So, 1 by 4. So, these are also equivalent fractions. Okay. First, different types of fractions. First, what is the fraction? Fraction is the tiny part of the whole thing. Tiny part of the whole thing. How many parts are there in fractions? 2 parts. One is numerator upside, another one is denominator downside. Okay. Next, unit fractions. Proper fractions, improper fractions, like fractions, unlike fractions, equivalent fractions. These are the types of fractions. Thank you for watching. If you learn something from me, it gives me more happiness. Thank you.